Now we have some big breaking news coming in. This is with regards to Manish Sisodia, who was arrested for the Liquorgate scandal. What we are learning is that the Supreme Court has denied bail to Manish Sisodia in the Liquorgate scandal. This is the big breaking news that we are getting you. Remember, earlier the Delhi High Court had also denied bail to Aam Aadmi Party leader and Delhi's former Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in the money laundering case related to the implementation of the previous liquor policy in the national capital. Now we have our legal correspondent Ananya Bhatnagar joining us on the broadcast to bring us more details with regards to this breaking input. Ananya, if you could bring us more details with the Supreme Court having rejected Manish Sisodia's bail.
Well, definitely, Shreya, this is a big order coming in from the Supreme Court. Remember that it was the Supreme Court itself which had posed tough questions to the Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation and Mr. S.P. Raju, who was representing both these agencies before the topmost court of the country, though the Aam Aadmi Party leaders and their lawyers are very, very confident with those observations that, Manish Sisodia would be able to secure a bail in this particular case. But at this point of time, this is a huge setback coming in from, the topmost court of the country to Manish Sisodia. Now, you remember that Manish Sisodia has been denied bail by the trial court, then by the High Court, and now, in fact, the Supreme Court too has turned down his bail application. Now, the detailed order copy would be out in a short while from now. But at this point of time, the court has tentatively made certain observations wherein, it would have referred to the orders of the Delhi High Court as well. It has not found that order to be unreasonable. Very, very clearly, the High Court, when it had denied bail to Manish Sisodia, said that he was instrumental in making of this excise policy, which was faulty and was done to provide kickbacks to the South Cartel. Now, very, very clearly and categorically, the questions that were posed to the Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation when it had when the bail was being argued were that, where is the money trail, whether the money trail has been established or not. So when the detailed observations of the topmost court of the country would come out, we'll get to see as to what the court had actually said over these allegations. Now, a clear part that was read out by, in fact, the two judges, Justice Sanjeev Khanna and Justice H.V.N. Bhatti of the topmost court of the country, very, very clearly noted that, the Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation has told the court that the trial in this case would, be concluded in 6 to 8 months. If at all that does not happen, the trial goes on to a slower pace. Manish Sisodia would have a change of circumstance and could come before the topmost court of the country again to actually seek a bail in this particular case. But however, at this point of time, no relief coming in for Manish Sisodia. He will have to stay behind the bars in this particular case, and definitely this is a huge, huge setback coming in for not only Manish Sisodia, but also to the Aam Aadmi Party, because remember that he is one of the key ministers when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party, in fact, the second in command when it comes to after Arvind Kejriwal, and not only will this affect the Aam Aadmi Party generally, but also would affect them politically because of the elections coming in 4 states. Yeah.
Right, Ananya. Ananya, so what is next for Manish Sisodia as this bail rejection comes in from the Supreme Court?
The next option only is that if at all there is a change in circumstance, if at all there is a new ground that comes up, if at all there is something that Manish Sisodia gets to actually prove that he's not guilty into this particular case. Because remember, the rigors of granting bail under the sections of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act are very, very high. It is not very easy to secure a bail in cases regarding PMLA, and that's exactly what would have been the reason why the topmost court of the country would have cited Section 45 of the PMLA while denying bail to Manish Sisodia. However, we'll have to wait for the order copy to get the exact reasoning as to why the bail has been denied. But at this point of time, the only option with Manish Sisodia is to remain behind the bars for quite some time. If at all the trial in this case gets a little delayed, then only he has a chance to now knock the doors of the courts again and seek for a bail, alleging that if there is a delay in the trial that is happening. So we'll have to wait and watch as to how things pan out. But at this point of time, very, very clearly a big and a huge setback coming in for Manish Sisodia and the Aam Aadmi Party.
Right, Ananya. Ananya, thank you for bringing us all those details. At this point, we're going to take a short break, but do stay tuned to CNN News 18 as we bring you all the latest developments right here on the other side.